Herzlich willkommen zurück zu meinem neuen Video. Ich bin der Buster und wir spielen eine Runde Cloudpunk. Ja, und wir waren ja das letzte Mal in diesem komischen Sektor, der sehr kalt ist. Und Huxley hat sich bei uns gemeldet und ja, der braucht Hilfe und wir sind jetzt hierher geeilt, um mit ihm zu sprechen. Und ja, schauen wir mal, was Huxley zu sagen hat.
Are you Huxley?
The dame really came through.
Hol Huxley ab. Ah ja, okay. Wohin? Wieder zurück.
Why do you talk like that?
Who was this bum that was questioning me? Another tin can with an attitude and too many questions. I gave him the brush off.
Hey, don't talk to him like that or I'll drop you in the hollows.
The dame had a point. I'd better play nice for now. I'd slip her some bills when she took me to the holocaust machine. A handful of limbs should help dip this sour lemon in a little sugar.
Can you understand what he is saying?
About 40% of it.
The dame and the car were close. Any fool could see that. But I looked beyond the surface. She was a girl from out of town, still as green as the water supplies down in the vents.
You said you're a private investigator. Do you really think that's how they talk?
She had an attitude, but I liked her. And a dog, too.
How did he know I am your dog?
I guess that's what investigators do, right?
There was a holocaust machine up ahead, but I had to keep a real low profile. I'd give the dame my number and let her grab the cash for me.
And that number would be?
I gave her the digits. 54244. She was a smart cookie. She'd remember them.
Ja, da wir jetzt nur noch kein Ding haben, wo wir hinfliegen sollen, greif auf das Holo-Terminal mit dem Code zu. Rein zufällig ist ja hier ein Holo-Terminal. Und zwar 5, 4, 2, 4, 4. 5. Bezahlung erhalten.
I settled the bill. Surely the dame would drop me like a bad penny now.
This is a lot of money. I can drop you somewhere else if you like.
Why are we helping him more?
He's kind of growing on me.
The dame had a heart of gold. I asked her to drop me at my office. On the way, I'd tell her about Pashta. Maybe she'd fall for me like I'd fallen for her.
I do not like this.
Where's this office of yours, Huxley?
We were headed towards my office in Old Town. I gave the dame a nav point to help her out. Hold on, Pashta. It won't be long now, kid.
Thanks. Who is this Pashta anyway? What happened to her?
It was a story so sad it could make a bronze statue of a lawyer cry. It all started with a call from a small-time hustler called Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the debt corpse can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with. The debt corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw. I guess her instincts were good. Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
Ich habe ihn nur labern lassen und
Your
bin schon mal
office is all boarded
rübergeflogen.
up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept. So I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness. But what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says.
Oh, wir müssen da hinten den Lift runter. Okay. Ich dachte, hier kommen wir schon auf die richtigen Dinge hin, aber es sieht nicht so aus, wenn ich ehrlich bin. Wo bist du jetzt so? Ja, ich geh mal auf den hinteren Lift.
Clear. At your service.
Ah, der Lift geht nicht runter, sondern rauf. Das ist das Geheimnis. Und dann sollte man da oben auf dieser Straße sein. Oh. Hier.
Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Ja, ja, es ist in der Nähe. In der Nähe. Er hat wenigstens echt viel bezahlt für 1600. Dann können wir den auch dreimal durch die ganze Stadt kutschieren.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No, it is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm in... you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that, but what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hoped the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus, just let it go.
Okay, wir sind schon mal hier rüber geflogen. Dann geht's hier runter. Rauchender Jojo.
Took you long enough.
Are you the one that left the note?
Who are you?
The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him Smoking Jojo because he was cute. His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burnt out, overheating and underperforming. He didn't like the dame, but he knew me. We went way back, but Jojo's lips were normally sealed tighter than...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the Hollows and he says he's looking for a girl called Pashta. Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. But as you can see, I ain't got long left. You can fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help? Repairs?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this girl you're looking for.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know I was looking for Pashta?
You've been asking around town. Word gets out. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, and I'm still the best horn player in town. Even if I don't look too good these days, what with all the rust and all. While I was there, I overheard some things. This ex-corp goon called Raguan was there, talking about how he got screwed over.
And?
Look, I don't like squitting like this. Give me a minute.
Jojo was singing like a songbird, but would we dance to his beat?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't believe I'm getting sucked into this. So what does this Raguan guy have to do with Pashta?
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk, and he's throwing his weight around. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just trying to serve the champagne. In the middle of mouthing off, Raguan says he's dangerous and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with because the last guy that messed with him lost his kids. Then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to Pashta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one that heard him, but he takes a drink. And through his tears, he keeps saying, "Sorry, Pasta, sorry." Now, ain't that a thing?
That's a lead, at least.
The trail had gone cold for a while, but with Jojo's help, we'd picked it up again.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the Hava. After that, though, you're on your own, Huxley.
Okay. Kehre zum Vorwärts. Der Du kommt mit. Ne?
He is still here? Why is he still here?
We're just taking him to one more place.
Why?
The dog still didn't trust me. I guess it could smell desperation, and I reeked of it.
Camus, we need to find out the address for an ex-CEO called Raguan. Can you find that somehow?
I could.
Well, are you going to?
Yes, I will do it. Searching. Searching. There was a news story in the Mehr Gazette Holovids 3 months ago about a CEO called Raguan.
What did it say?
Midtown's youngest CEO fired for bribing CorpSec without the proper clearance from board of directors.
That doesn't help us find him.
Sounds like the papers got some info on the crooked CEO. Did the papes get some snaps, though?
You mean photos? Camus, was there a picture of Raguan in the Holovids?
Yes, he looked sad.
I'll bet. but was there anything in the background?
Searching. There is a building in the photo.
Cross-reference with the latest city planning database.
I have a match. It is the new apartments in Upper Midtown. I have an address.
That sounds like where a CEO would stay. Let's assume the holovids caught Raguan leaving his apartment. Camus, give us a nav point.
Okay. Wohin? Wo meldet sich der jetzt?
Hey kid, you busy?
No, not at all. Completely free.
Good. I don't have a job for you. I was just wondering if...
You know what, Control? Can I get back to you? I'm just picking up another coffee.
All right, kid. All right. I'll have a job soon, though.
No rush, Control. Chat soon.
I started to feel... I was holding the dame back. I didn't want to get her in trouble.
It's fine. Let's just see what we can find at Raguan's apartment.
Ja, okay, dann schauen wir mal, was uns dort erwartet. Aber sie wollte jetzt nicht sprechen mit dem Control. Paket Internet eher dahin. So, wie kommen wir jetzt am besten dahin? Die Frage ist, wo geht's hier hin? Ja. Doch schon mal eine gute Richtung, oder? Und da darüber wollten wir doch schon fast da sein.
This was the place for sure. I was on my way.
Wait, do you want me to...
I couldn't ask the dame to do any more. She was a class act. A dime store performer in a city of nickels. A diamond in a waste bucket.
Good luck, Huxley.
I said goodbye to my new friends. The dame flashed me a smile brighter than the sun. Even the dog wished me good luck.
No, I didn't.
Camus, wish him luck.
Good luck, I guess.
Be careful, Huxley. I hope you save Pashta.
The dame wished me luck. Luck? Luck was for gamblers and Girl Scouts. See you later, folks.
Okay, das heißt, das ist jetzt erledigt.
Faster, smarter, stronger.
Oh,
Find
das ist
the
wieder so ein...
real you. Corwin Bionics.
Zu diesem, ja, Totenkopf, zu diesem...
Will he be
Will
okay?
ich auf jeden Fall gerne mal schauen.
I don't know, Camus.
I have an additional question.
Go ahead.
What is a Girl Scout?
What is a dime? What is a nickel?
Should I search for them?
No, it's time to move on, Camus.
Ah, jetzt kommt der...
Hey kid, you free now? Finished your coffee?
My sure thing, Control. You got another job for me?
Come by Cloudpunk HQ and grab a package. It's for Anderson Financial. in Anderson Tower, labeled Mr. Anderson.
Is it on Anderson Street in Andersontown?
Don't joke, kid. You don't know the half of it. Control out.
Aha, der Dude ist sogar bei diesem Kontroll-Package. Interessant. Wenn du tust, erst mit dem Dude reden. Farmer.
Hey, I know you. You're Cloudpunk.
No, I'm Rania. I work for Cloudpunk. Who are you?
You don't remember? I'm from Vince. We spoke. Maybe you don't recognize me. We can't take our mask off.
I remember. Why are you here?
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped. No one can get to them.
All right, calm down. What happened?
There was a storm. We sheltered in a cave, but it was no use. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. Up and up, we climbed to escape. The frost chased us like demons. We were separated in the darkness. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Nivalis.
You climbed all the way from the vents to the city?
We were trapped. The only way was to climb. We did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no choice. It was so dark inside the superstructure, it is impossible to get your bearings.
So what do you need from me?
Please, find them. Help them get home. They may be trapped, lost.
Okay, how?
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably. That is all I can say.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No! It's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin from your bones. There is no way back.
If it's really that bad, do you think maybe your friends...
In the vents, we do not lose hope till we find the bodies. We are a hardy people. We do not give up easily.
I hear you. I'll try to find them.
It is all I can ask.
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. There's nothing for me here. I'll go back to where the world makes sense.
Even with the storms?
There are kinds of storms here too. Different, but just as deadly.
Das wirkt aber auch so ein bisschen, dass die Leute, die dort wohnen, so ein bisschen
Camus, are you
so
there? Did you hear what the moisture
Aussteiger
farmer
sind.
said?
Yes, near cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
Ja, das haben wir jetzt rausbekommen. So, Paket aufheben.
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
I think it's an
Das ist
old
auf jeden Fall
name.
die Anspielung an
Maybe the
Matrix.
package
Ne?
will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
Ja. Das heißt, wir retten zuerst mal die
There are so
Dudes.
many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Nivalis, does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice, though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned. I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus, but I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together.
Erst raus und schon wieder 3 Dellen drin. So, tanken noch. Aber die Neonfarben kann man nur tauschen. Man kann die dann nicht besitzen quasi. Hier nicht weiter hoch. Kein Problem. So, hier irgendwo. Schon mal hier am Parkplatz. Ist das auf der? Ja, es wird auf der Ebene sein. Aber warum sind die vermissten Farmer hier und nicht da unten?
There is a security door. I can hear people inside.
Can it be them? Maybe it is giant rats. What if it is giant rats?
I'm opening the door.
I am worried about the rat possibility.
Hier oder was? Ah ja.
Oh God, it's open! Someone found us! I don't believe it!
Me neither. You're from the vents?
Yes, the door would not open. We banged and banged on it. People just walked past.
They thought you were rats.
They treat us with such disdain.
No, literal rats. It's a real problem in the city.
I see. Well, thank you for finding us. We owe you everything.
Will you go back?
Yes, but may we go to a bar first? Is that the word? I haven't been in the city for a long time.
You both look like you could use a drink.
Take this for your help.
I don't need...
Please take it.
Thank you. Good luck getting home.
Cora, bless you, Cloudpunk.
Okay, die haben 100 Limps gezahlt, ist okay. Und wir fliegen zurück, ne? Ich vermute, dass diese eine Lochkarte, die wir jetzt noch nicht gefunden haben, da hinten sein würde in diesem Sektor, wo wir noch nicht rein können. So. Wie fahren wir jetzt am besten? Recht. Dann an der Straße folgen. Ist dann eh schon der Abbieger. Gib ihm. So, jetzt habe ich gar nicht geschaut, ob wir hier schon alles hatten. Jetzt hier nochmal. Wirkt auf jeden Fall leer oder ausgeräumt. Am besten nach dem Gebäude, da wo die Tankstelle ist. Versuchen da reinzufliegen. Hier. Jetzt hier hinten. Hier liegt der Loch. Geil, damit haben wir das. Dann können wir auch zu der zurückkommen. Okay, meine Befürchtung war, dass in diesen einen gesperrten Bereich, wo wir bis jetzt nicht rein konnten, dass wir dort den Lock finden. Aber gut, das hat sich jetzt zerschlagen. Hier liegt noch eine Leiterplatte. Herr Anderson. Das klingt auf jeden Fall wie Matrix. Ne? Matrix war ja auch. Muss hier klingeln. Ah.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No. No, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called...
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
Dürfen wir rein? Okay, es gibt 1000 Mr. Anderson und 1000 Mrs. Anderson. Interessant. Das ist doch die volle Anspielung auf Matrix.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and... it's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
Okay. Also ich habe ja auch eine steile These. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob es eine steile These ist zu Matrix, weil Morpheus geht ja davon aus, dass Neo der Auserwählte ist und der sie dann alle befreit. Und meine Ding ist aber, dass Neo erkennt, dass nicht er der Auserwählte ist, sondern Anderson, also dieses Programm im Programm. Und erst wenn er quasi das Programm zerstört oder Anderson zerstört, damit kann er erst die Matrix brechen. Und deswegen in meiner Vorstellung oder in meinem Ding ist ja nicht Neo der Auserwählte, sondern Neo ist der das erkennt, dass das Programm Anderson, dass er der Auserwählte ist und er dieses Programm zerstören muss. Und darum fliegt er ja am Ende in diesen Ding rein, in diesen Turm, wo dann die Matrix quasi zerstört wird. Aber ja. Gut, dann schauen wir mal, was dieser Mr. Anderson zu sagen hat.
Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Möchte sich auch beschweren.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Okay, der eine hat das Problem, dass er noch nie Pause gemacht hat, so wie sich das anhört. Und der andere hat das Problem, dass sein Gehalt nie erhöht wurde. Über hunderte Jahre, keine Ahnung. Das sind auf jeden Fall zwei Probleme, die, ja, da sind. Da ist Frau Anderson aus der Buchhaltung.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Nivalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months, perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes.
Yes.
I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Aha, wir können jetzt zwei Entscheidungen wieder treffen. Ja. Zwei Optionen einer Entscheidung treffen. Grün alle zurücksetzen oder lass die ihre eigene Wahl treffen. Das Ding hatte ich da hinten schon eingesammelt, ja, das hatte ich. Ja, die Frage ist, setzen wir alle zurück oder lassen wir das selber entscheiden? Aber wenn sie selber entscheiden, werden sie ja ganz normal weitermachen, oder? Hier würde sich was ändern auf jeden Fall.
I'm sorry, Andersons. I don't think you're ready for Nivalis just yet.
Ach, dann ändert sich nicht, weil sie zurückgesetzt werden, oder was? Ja, dann habe ich das jetzt irgendwie falsch rum verstanden. Ich dachte, dann ändert sich was. Gut. Und der wird mich jetzt wieder sicher zulabern. Und wir wollen... Nein.
You were gone for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it and pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand. No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
Okay, das wäre hier. Da müssten wir... Ich habe jetzt extra deswegen gewartet, weil ich nicht wusste, wo der Spot ist, wo wir hin sollen. Weil das wäre dann wieder unnötig, wenn wir jetzt hier das verlassen hätten, diese... Und dann erst wieder hierher fahren müssen. Aber es wirkt auf jeden Fall so, als würden diese Anderson quasi alles leiten, die ganze Simulation irgendwie im Laufen halten.
Let me past.
No, I ain't going nowhere.
Your boss wants to talk to me. I'm not supposed to be late. You're making me late.
If you're late,
You should have got here earlier.
If I'm late, I'm telling him why.
I'm just jopping with your lady.
Japping?
Fooling with ya. Rubric don't want to see you. Just wants you to out this. He left his package for ya.
Where is it supposed to go?
Huh? You don't know?
No.
Well, I guess he's gonna tell ya. Better hurry, Rabbit. Gonna be late.
Good, Rabbit. Follow the nav point, please.
I didn't say I wanted to accept a call, Camus.
I couldn't stop him. He's taken over the comm.
Ach, jetzt müssen wir wieder da oben lang.
You know what it is, don't you? You've been turning it over in your mind.
Ich würde aber gerne mit der Evelyn
Lomo
erstmal
have me
sprechen.
deliver down there in the hollows? You can't stop thinking about it.
To be honest, I've had bigger things to worry about. Oh, don't let me deflate your ego, though. You were saying?
You've got a lot to learn about living in Nivalis. It takes a lifetime to understand this city.
A lifetime? Well, then the earlier I start, the longer it will take.
You know what Palette 3.0 does to people? What it could do to you?
It's a virus, right? I heard there was an outbreak.
It's much more than a virus. Palette 1.0 affected computers, but Palette 2.0 affects neural augments. It makes autonomic bodily functions become conscious choices. It does not stop the individual's heart beating, their lungs breathing, but it stops that from happening without command. When an individual is afflicted with Palette 2.0, they must make their heart beat. They must be conscious of every...
Labert der in der Wohnung weiter? Ja.
They cannot sleep, cannot lose focus for a second, or they will die.
You made this virus?
No, it is an ugly thing, an ugly way to die. Slow and cruel, but I created the economy around it. The subscription plans, the digital inoculation, the cure, insurance policies to protect the families of those it afflicts.
Sounds like a protection racket.
Ich glaube, wir haben noch nicht alles für die Wohnung freigeschaltet. So, hier ist Evelyn.
Which economies are any different?
Noch nicht fertig.
You're full of shit. What is this package?
Palette 2.0, the last pure source code, stored on Quanta Drive. It can't be decrypted by anything in Nivalis below the spires.
And you want me to do what? Spread it?
Quarantine it. There's a simple, unmarked delivery chute in the stacks. It will take the sample to a secure bunker where rare and unique viruses are stored in case they are needed again.
Needed for what? To make new viruses?
To fight them, but also to manage the economy. If my associates were to infect a few thousand people with a low-level neural affliction, every individual would pay for a security upgrade. That upgrade would become a panacea. Everyone would install it, and the next far more dangerous virus would hit them as a harmless ripple instead of a devastating tidal wave, leaving them untouched. Their lives would be saved.
You know, this city has its share of monsters, but I think you're the worst.
And don't forget it. I've given you the final nav point. Do your job, little rabbit.
He is gone. We are alone again.
Camus, is there a waste disposal near? One that leads all the way to the sea.
Yes, I have a nav point. Can we really do that?
I don't believe this is a cure at all. This is Rubrick's retirement plan, and he'll use it again.
What if sending it to disposal means someone else gets it? Or maybe it will spread. The package says it is dangerous.
It's worth it. Besides, I don't think Rubrick wants anyone else to know he gave us this. If he goes after us, we can rat him out to Lomo. I don't believe for 1 second that Lomo would be forgiving.
Aha, okay, wir können uns wieder entscheiden, aber wir reden jetzt erstmal mit Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn. You okay?
Thank you, Rania. Thank you for helping me.
Sure. Did you recover any more of your memories?
What do you think about Nivalis, Rania? Is it a good place to live?
You're asking the wrong person, Evelyn.
There is no one else to ask.
I don't know, Evelyn. Maybe you should just tell me what happened. It might help.
I made a mistake. Dr. Zizic said we should make a new start, and we ran from home and came to Nivalis. Now she is gone. I am completely alone. It is my fault she died.
You didn't cause the accident that killed her, Evelyn. That's not on you.
She was only flying her Hova that day because of me. She was going to put my memories in storage. Keep them secure for me in case I was ever ready to face them again. She wanted to make sure that CorpSec would never find them.
Why would CorpSec want your memories?
They want all Android memories. All humans if they use memory augments too. Anytime your memory is erased, backed up, or modified, they demand a copy.
That's terrible. But still, maybe it's easier just to let them? After all, you did nothing wrong.
Just because I did nothing wrong does not mean I am prepared to give them my memories. They are not for anyone else. I don't want CorpSec to know anything about the person I cared for.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I think your friend Dr. Zizic did this for you so you could have a fresh start. That's what she would have wanted.
She is gone. What can I do without her?
Maybe she would have wanted you to be a doctor to help people.
Is it really that easy? To forgive myself? To start over?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I will help whoever I can here in Nivalis. I will make circumstance into purpose.
Good luck.
Thank you, neighbor. You too.
Okay, damit hätten wir das. Wir haben jetzt diese zwei Optionen. Ich dachte, wir kriegen jetzt hier irgendwie noch was raus, aber fliegen, wir haben noch ein paar Minuten. Wir können schon mal hinfliegen. Ich glaube, das würde ich hier als letzte Maßnahme machen für die Folge. Wir fliegen jetzt dorthin und dann können wir uns in der nächsten Folge entscheiden, für oder gegen das Paket. Aber ich glaube, ja, ich glaube schon, dass ich das abliefern werde, einfach um das quasi zu bekommen. Das heißt hier. Natürlich haben wir den noch gerammt. Über nichts mehr. Bin gespannt, wie weit das dann noch ist. Haben wir hier jetzt eigentlich alles eingesammelt? Das sollte ich immer mal wieder checken. So aus. Zumindest sieht so aus. Ne? Kann natürlich sein, dass da irgendwo noch ein Spot auf der Map ist, den wir noch nicht freigelegt haben und dann da vielleicht sich noch was versteckt. Oder vielleicht, dass irgendwo noch ein NPC rumsteht, mit dem wir interagieren können. Das kann natürlich auch sein. So. Da haben wir einen Parkplatz. Das heißt, da waren wir doch schon, ne? Da konnten wir aber nicht hin, weil... Genau, da war ja auch eine Sperre. Das heißt, wir machen immer links und dann hochfahren. Stimmt, da war ja eine Sperre. Es gab zwei Bereiche. Diesen Bereich und den anderen, wo der ganze hintere Teil noch gesperrt war, wo man nicht rein konnte. Jetzt müssen wir da hoch. Okay. Also können wir hier dann der Straße folgen einfach. Okay, das heißt, dort ist der Parkplatz und dann können wir uns entscheiden, für oder dagegen. Wir liegen nur auf dem Parkplatz und wir parken. Mehr mache ich jetzt erstmal nicht. Und dann werden wir uns in der nächsten Folge darum bemühen. Was passiert ist. Damit sind wir angekommen. Ich danke euch erstmal fürs Dabeisein und hoffe, wir sehen uns dann im letzten oder im nächsten Part. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob es der letzte Part sein wird, aber wahrscheinlich nicht. Ne? Danke nochmal und bis zum nächsten Mal. Servus!